Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Dobre Utra, Dobre Veter for you guys in Europe. We are here from North America bringing you the action Defusekids versus Smoke Criminals. Now, this is going to be a pretty spicy one, Boggs. And we're having all three matches back-to-back, by the way. Our schedule, let me take us through the schedule here really quickly, actually. So we're going to have one match with an hour break. We might go offline after this first match just because as much as we love you and as much as we love showing you music, maybe we just take a break and we come back after an hour. We'll let you know what's going on with that. But after that, we'll have two back-to-back matches of all the same group. Now, this group, Boggs, is tight-knit. There are no clear winners in this group so far. Everyone is fighting for this top four spots for playoffs. Starting us off with Defusekids versus Smoke Criminals. And Smoke Criminals sit at the top right now. So they're looking for that lead. They're looking to guarantee that number one seed moving into playoffs. But this going to be no easy task here against the Defusekids on Dust 2.
Yeah, wide open map, and what you're saying is a wide open group. So
Yeah.
I'm expecting some good battles throughout the day, and we're getting down to the wire too. This is week 5 out of 7. So
Yeah, we're actually
only a couple more games remaining.
I think we might be into week 6 now. It's crazy how time be flying.
Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun.
True. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for playoffs, Boggs. I think we're going to see the best of the best battle it out. It's always a different vibe when it enters the top 16 teams with actual eliminations possible, right? It becomes much more interesting.
Yeah, when there's no more lifeline, when your back's up against the wall and you cannot afford that loss, there's another level that comes out through all these players. And it's something that really brings the true beauty of Counter-Strike, that next level mentality.
For sure. I think we're ready to go. So enough of this jippy japping right here. Let's get into the action. And Mel, pick the show for us.
We are live with the knife round, and we're going to get some good old Dust 2 action. Expect the scopes to be flying out here. Ops still viable as well, although got the price increase. Standard mid to B splits and tags through the doors, which I know is your favorite gameplay feature.
Yeah, it's a great.
Will be. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's get Boggs bumped up a little bit right here so we can make sure that his beautiful voice is heard over the sounds of weapon fire.
Yeah, Smoke Criminal starting out on the T side, and actually Defusekids going with 2 defuse kits. Double smoke grenades for them as well. And the long A stack is about 5 players train their way out the doors. 1 trade goes each way. But it's going to be Doc picking up 3 kills, making a 4K. And he's on for the ace as he swings out once again, goes down. The ace is avoided for Smoke Criminals, but I think the damage has been dealt. Roy, 4 kills with the flank coming in from Relics as well. And Kriegen, not much left he can do. Guido should be trained on his position with a flank holding him. He's between a rock and a hard place, and there's no escape for him whatsoever.
Yeah, I love the discipline right now from Relax. No need to advance the flank, just take the superior position behind the car. That headshot angle makes it incredibly difficult for Kriegman now. But, I mean, he doesn't have any armor, right? Every single bullet here is not a paper cut. It's a big stab in the chest. It's only a matter of time before these shots, even although they're not in the head, it will eliminate him. This one is quite a puzzle. There's a player on the high ground, there's a player inside CT spawn. They're all waiting to peek off each other, and it's really just inevitable here, the death for Kriegman. And it will be Defusekids off of an amazing round from Doc, holding it down towards long A.
That was spectacular. Nice 4K to open things up. That's a spicy way to start.
Yeah, we're going to go to cams real quick, just so we can make sure we can get Boggs bumped up here. And we'll, hello, welcome. Only see our faces for a few more seconds. Boom, bada bing, count to 3 and 3 and 2 and 1 and boom. Boom.
Back into the game, and we have a 10 in the server once again as well. No bomb plant, so no force buy from Smoke Criminals. We won't see that second round Galil meta, which has become more popularized as the price dropped to that gun, which is essentially an M4 for $1,800, which I think is a little overpowered, but that could just be.
Yeah, a little overpowered. It's a great choice of language. Not too overpowered. It's not an insane weapon like the SG, but a little overpowered. Now, Smoke Criminals, they are looking for the miraculous Hail Mary here out long. They have a single flash to get past this smoke. And that nade from might have just secured the deal. Honestly, not picking up the cash. And here he comes, actually in the perfect time, securing the round, ensuring the gets 3 kills for that extra cash money, baby. But Defusekids, they keep the 2-0, they keep all 5 players alive, and they're off to a really good start here for the first gun round for Smoke Criminals, which is limited in many ways. They're limited on utility. They don't have no ops.
Only one Krieg as well, so only one scope for them. Their big boon is that there's no M4s to counter them. A couple of FAMASs, a UMP, an MP9, and a Scout, but tag them and bag them with the Scout and follow up with the close range guns with the UMP and the MP9. But middle will be the point of play from Smoke Criminals. This is a great read, knowing that their opponents don't necessarily have the best firepower. Bashir will get taken down. It's Kriegman using, well, not the Krieg, but the AK, getting the first kill, and Doc takes some damage as well. There's still a lot more to do for both sides. Vin goes aggressive. Does damage, but nothing more. Fear off eliminates Doc, and now it's done to Guido and Relax. This is not looking good for Defusekids as they are being picked apart one by one with full A-site control by Smoke Criminals. Long sight, Cat. It's all in her T-side hands. And Defusekids right now, I don't think there's much for the young guns to do besides just try to hold on, maybe get a couple guns and save into the next round.
Yeah, and you can tell that Smoke Criminals are very aware of Guido's position too. Connor seems to be sort of aware of Relax's position, and he actually eliminates it. There it is, Guido. He's in the sandwich. He's in the Smoke Criminal sandwich, and it's not a tasty one, and it will be a flawless fun round for Smoke Criminals. Although that was almost a bonus round for Defusekids, so you can't quite discount it completely, but still, Smoke Criminals, clean round. And I have to say, I love the flowchart from them, Boggs. They pressured middle really hard, and they went off whichever side they got kills on. So they pressured mid. A player rotated in through CT spawn. They took the duel right away. Bada boom, bada bang. They got all splitting on the A side. Now it's fast, long A pressure. It's going to be Defusekids on a mostly full save. Really just Doc with a Deagle armor and Guido with the Scout armor that are looking to throw this round in the loop. Of course, the 4 Deagles total might actually get something to accomplish, but they are up against AKs and SGs with almost full utility, so not holding on to that too much.
They're really parking the bus here on this pistol defense, trying to take the Deagle range and hope that they can get a couple headshots off before their opposition can fire back. Right now, Smoke Criminal is playing this really passive, and like you said, their flowchart's great. I love the way they respond to these rounds. They have a good idea, but Guido has a better one. Scout shot into pit, drops Fear off, and that's an opening for Defusekids. But now up Cat come the tease. Doc is not he swings, but he goes down, body shot damage, and Connor's gonna continue his tear up the catwalk. Kriegman goes 1 for 1. But now there's guns to be salvaged for the CT side, and this is where things get a bit messy for Smoke Criminals. There's a piece of armor on Guido, and Relax has picked up an AK. They can do some damage here. Connor can pick this up if they hurry. Don't think that Defusekids are going to be going necessarily for the defuse economic damage now that it's only Relax. You should be trying to save, but what a read by Smoke Criminals again. Knowing that their opponents are low on economy, slowing things down, seeing if they're getting aggressive, and then off of that read, making their way as a team, as a group, as a unit, moving their way in so there's no isolated duels. They can't lose too many guns, and then taking the side.
Yeah, I love the loose play style right now from Smoke Criminals, and I think that's going to net them a serious amount of rounds in this half if they can continue to execute it so beautifully. But Relax, it's an AK-47 off a full D ground. I don't think that's too shabby, and I don't think they're too upset with that one, so will be now the full purchase. Doc and Guido have the op armor available to them, but it will only be Doc who picks up the AWP. Faster likely to pick up M4 or AUG right here, and it will be the M4 indeed, and only a single kit available here for Defusekids. So that has to be strategically placed, otherwise that is automatic. We're out looking for the cross, but nothing to be found. But it will be a clash with long A once again.
Smoke goes through, and it's going to be a charge from Smoke Criminals. That nade is chunky. It takes James really low, breaking down to half, and the push comes in a flash, makes perfect for Guido. He's going for 2, gets taken down. Owie with the spray flying through a smoke, takes down 2 actually on long. It's a 3v2 as Vin will pick up 1 on a Connor. Owie is low. He's taking a lot of damage, and I don't think some flex tape's going to fix that one. Viroth 100 HP, Vin at 30. We've sort of stalled out for now, but look at Relax's advanced position in tunnels. He has this whole rotation cleared out. He has upper, he has lower, he has the T rotate. And it's going to give his team a good idea that Smoke Criminals are coming somewhere towards A, especially with Doc getting all this information on Cat. The only option is long. That's exactly where smoke criminals are training their way up. Molotovs telegraphing their position. The op trained on the position. Doc, if he hits the first shot, should be in for some more. The smoke goes through. The nade as well only does 2 damage.
Close.
Now it's actually going to be Owie to win that duel against Doc. The smoke allows him to cross. It's a 2v2. This is definitely doable for smoke criminals, but that need so much to fear off. But the bomb has gone down. Relax has a hit. If it goes down in an awkward position, it'll be rough going for Defusekids.
Yeah, that smoke's going to buy them a little bit more time on top of that, too. Fearoth looking to hold down long A control. Really just Fearoth in this one, unless Owie can find himself a safe position to get op shots off. Now Fearoth starts to advance forward. He actually traded spots with Vin, which makes it incredibly awkward. Opens up Owie for a kill, but a 1-for-1 trade. Now it's Fearoth and Relax. They know exactly where each other are, and it's only a matter of time, and it will be Relax with a deagle. And he has just enough time for that defuse with the kit. Perfectly played. Defusekids barely holding on to that one, Boggs. They have the lead now.
They hold on by a narrow defuse and living up to their namesake, aren't they?
Defusekids. Never misplace a defuse. I like it. I'm buying into it. Where can I buy the merch, fellas?
Bit of a botch smoke and CT to start things off. We'll actually allow a tag to come through. Vin down to 13, and that's a good start for smoke criminals, and they will push their way out long. The nade will do a lot of damage in return, and actually it's going to be Doc to turn around and drop Connor down. That's a great opening for Defusekids, as they did take some initial damage early. They've gotten a kill and taken 2 of their opponents down to half HP.
Now they're convinced someone's behind that single box, but there is no one there. Now Defusekids, they got the man advantage. They're set up towards short A. They're holding it down, and as long as they have these positionings, it's going to be incredibly difficult for smoke criminals to get on site without some casualties, right? Now Doc can start to get confident. He can start to peek from the high ground. Molotov with the counter. They know that it's an execute towards long A. There's no pressure B or mid. And that flashbang and the noise, that'll definitely give away their positions. Now it's Doc to hold it down from the high ground with the op. The flashbangs are very effective at shutting him down.
Yeah, Fearoth will be able to capitalize with 2 kills. He takes down Fashir as well. Vin comes in and will end up making it a man advantage for his side. But still, the bomb is getting closer to the A site. It's going to get punched in as well. The nade will not be enough. It actually does 3 points of damage. That could be enough for a 1-dink headshot, but or 1-dink kill. Molotov on side as well. Actually, that should go. It's a good bit of utility. Defusekids as Vin will open it up from low HP. That was a 1v3 for Owie. He swings. He gets 1. Relax. Keeps his cool. Holds the spray. And trades out his teammate. 2 guys stay alive. An op and an AK salvaged for Defusekids, as they will go up 4 rounds to 2. But another bomb plant. It's another buy from smoke criminals, as Owie can drop over. And, you know, Galil's viable.
They go for it. Yeah, they will. They're gonna go for the full force. Now he drops over a weapon, buys himself an AK-47. Fearoth has a rifle as well. Now, I really thought smoke criminals had secured that round with Fearoth, his double entries on A site, but somehow the DPs are on point with these retakes, Bob. Now smoke criminals to try something different. Their flowcharts on A are not quite working. Now they're gonna attempt it towards mid. They have serious amount of numbers here. And based on their positions, I would assume this is ending into a B split. Or maybe they're looking for something similar to the pistol, right? Pressure mid, see if one of these players walks into you. Only problem, now there's 2 ops posted. No one's pushing Boggs. No one's going to come into this mid. It's just going to be ops waiting for these players to advance.
That's a good recipe for success on Dust 2. Have your opponents walk into your scopes and pick them off one by one like a turkey shoot. And Guido's actually going to take the initiative, getting aggressive up long as well. As B-side will actually going to be Relaxed to push in for 1, but Connor and James have eliminated the site control. And the bomb will be going down. It's a 2-for-1 trade. And now Defusekids are pushed to a bit of an interesting situation. Do they go for this or do they save?
Yeah, it's a B site. I mean, they're I think that this is already made for them, really.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you. Really dry weather out here in Canada, Boggs. It's cold. Actually, the sun's out, though. There's no snow. It's misleadingly sunny.
Don't you love that when you think, it might be a bit of a warm day today. Walk outside, it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Celsius would be what? 0? I think I got that right.
Yeah, something like that. Once it gets past a certain point, you just stop retracting it. Let's not be those Canadians talking about the weather, Boggs. Right now we're in Dust 2.
It's nice and sunny weather here in Counter-Strike, at least on Dust 2. Right?
Exactly. It's sunny, no clouds, winds are low, and 0% chance of B-side retakes, as always.
But a 50% chance of damage to the doors. Also, good Molotov out long. Hey,
oh, James got baited.
Lower. Oh, he got baited so hard. He's going to die soon, surely. He will do no points of damage. He goes down for free. And the Molotov does its job early, but B site again. This time it's going to be the tunnels push from Smoke Criminals. Trying to steal away another one. B site. Oh, but here comes Vin. Spraying from the side. 1, 2. And now it's going to be a third. Fearoth last alive with an option hand. We'll be able to take him down to the side of the car. But now there's rotations coming in from the CT side. This Molotov will go past Bashir as well. Fasher. Bomb will get planted. At the very least for Smoke Criminals, that's a bit of a win. But Fasher's pushing the smoke. He gets spotted though. His dink comes through, but it's not enough to take down Fearoth. He's a ferocious beast. But the ferocious beast has fallen as Guido pushes in. The good flashbang comes through the door as well by Doc. Takes the aggression away. And Defusekids retain a 2-round lead.
You know, there's something about Fearoth being alive in clutches where you can almost never discount him no matter how out of the odds it seems for him. But every time it seems that Defusekids have these retakes on point, Boggs. They're not throwing away these rounds. Every time they have a retake situation, they're doing quite well. If they don't like the way it feels, if they don't like their percentages, they just save. And right now, Defusekids are doing a solid job on what is, in my opinion, the most T-sided map in the pool.
Yeah, it's probably the most wide open map that allows for aim duels to be taken as well, which really does favor the T side given their one-shot headshot potential. And right now, Defusekids playing together and just shutting down whatever Smoke Criminals have been able to throw at them. They've been doing a great job in the retakes as well, but holding down the B side I think is critical. That's what's gotten the last 2 rounds, is that they've really done a lot of damage to enable a retake, or they've just shut it down completely initially. Because, like you said, 0 chance of B-side retakes. It's very difficult, especially when your opponents have a good amount of people alive. 3 guys alive. 3v3 retake on B is all but impossible, but Kriegman drops down, does damage and a kill. Relax will make sure it stays at 34. Doc gets tagged low. I believe he got dinked through the corner. His flash goes high. The second one follows up, but the T's are crossing to the side. The bomb has not made its way across the catwalk bridge just yet, but across his elbow now, and it will get planted for Cat, where 2 players from Smoke Criminals have posted up. It's a 4v4 retake on A. Definitely doable, but Defusekids will need the ops to open things up to allow the rifles to get closer. The first op shot does not connect from Doc, and it looks like Smoke Criminals might be able to steal this round away, but Doc has found a nice one onto Fearoth.
Huge kill. That's actually eliminated the high ground offer. Now James is behind the box. It'll be Vino 1-for-1 shot. Still leaving an advantage here for on the A ramp. That's a 2-for-1 deal. Now it's down to Owie, and he's evened it up to 1s. Bomb is planted for him, but the smoke will press him. Oh, and from the side, Vin goes, but he has no time. He actually picked up a kit. No, he still has no time, and that is it. Goodbye, Vin. Sweet, cruel world. And it is Smoke Criminals. Post-plant success with a mixed purchase on top of that. So that's a successful round for Smoke Criminals. Now they've gotten a huge advantage for it. Look at Defusekids' money box. They have nothing here. It's going to be a forced buy since they're on a double eco. And this is where Smoke Criminals could steal the game, right? They could run away with this half right now. This could end 9 in their favor, even 10 in their favor, potentially, if they can stop this round. Straight to the 1-for-1 trade. James is in, Finch. And, well, it's pretty much cleaned up. A couple kills available for Defusekids. Maybe weapon upgrades if Criminals allows, but nah. They're Gandalfing it. They shall not pass, Boggs.
They shall not pass, and indeed they don't. They pay for their transgression with their lives. And Smoke Criminals draw even. The save will come through for Defusekids now. This is a chance for Smoke Criminals to build their bank, to build their, or get a lead, actually. There's going to be a Mac 10 on Owie. I'm expecting him to go in head first and charge. And he actually might be going for the rush B play. I like it. USPs, not much that they can do against a Mac 10, an AK, a Galil, pretty much any T-side weapon except maybe a Bison. B-side already overwhelmed by smoke. The bomb will be turning its way in. The Mac 10, yeah, actually will eliminate here. Block comes out, now it's tapping away. Guido low. Will swing and finish off Owie's work. Picks up 2. Block next in line to go down. Gets a dink, but it's a Pyrrhic victory in the end as he goes down.
Bomb has been planted.
Relax.
Don't do it. Everybody get to it. I don't know about this one, Boggs. USP, no armor. They all seem to be looking at him. I think they're all very aware that he's up here. It's crazy. Kriegman, though, from the side, unfortunately, Relax not quite ready for it. But it will be Smoke Criminals with a 6-5, and now it's going to be full eco for Defusekids. So likely a 7th on the board here for Smoke Criminals, as well as enough bank for the pretty much sustain our artillery for the rest of this game. A really good position to be in if you're Smoke Criminals right now.
And there's no kits for Defusekids, so their retakes, which have been so good throughout the course of this game, will not really come into effect unless they can get the 10-second hold. And the way Defusekids have been able to buy time parts of the retake, Defusekids had to shut them down. They started off well as Doc eliminate Kriegman. A good 1-2. Catwalk, that's the bomb as well.
Nice.
Going down on Catwalk. And it's a good play to smoke it off. Bashir holding strong, as well as Doc with him as well. Now he goes to the spray, Relax, drops the but Fashir will go down as Connor striving to get the bomb back in hand. Flashes come through, the spray comes in, and it's Guido with 2. James, in the meantime, had taken out Doc, but all is well that ends well, and Defusekids take the round where they really couldn't afford to lose.
Yeah, no, I agree. That was so sick from Defusekids. I just love how dynamic they were in that round, right? As soon as their numbers were being called out, there's instant movement on the map. Relax took the 1v1 upper B, cleared off the pressure. They have easy to jump on Cat, ensure the trades, or ensure that strong, you know, they're strength by numbers almost. But now it's going to be the long game flash. Again, these smokes and mollies might just scare the Smoke Criminals off, and indeed it does. They are going to fall off. But just open Kriegman for a potential lurk out mid right here. That would have been a big kill, but been playing it safe.
He still does have Guido. He has Owie with him as well, but Guido is rotated into CT. They're still throwing the from B doors. There's an opportunity for Defusekids to actually end up with the opening kill here. Although they have to be very careful, as 1v1 duel against an AK, not exactly favorable for a CT. Bit of a stalemate right now as Smoke Criminals working their way up Catwalk. At least one is. I think Fieroth might be trying to draw rotations over to A, bait out the players. I think it's going to work. Kriegman swings, but he actually goes down to last minute as well. The kills are going the way of Defusekids. They've gotten 4 kills for the price of 1. The bomb should be going down as Connor will drop. Relax in the end. Takes him down from behind. Bomb plant. A small victory for Smoke Criminals. Should be able to keep them on the bye. But there's 3 players against 1. A B-side hold, very strong, but in the situation, it favors the retake in the end. Flashbang goes through. Kicks in. On a full blind. That's an easy kill for Defusekids. A good round for them as well. And they actually come out better for the mid-split duel, which I think is the way of Smoke Criminals early on. I mean, getting a guy out mid that early should be going your way. Defusekids play it well.
Dude, Defusekids played it more than well. Really offered, kept tabs on the bomb planner. They knew that if he didn't cross left, they knew exactly he was going to be on the right side of the site. The flashbang was perfect. Made it so that CTs didn't have to look away, so they just came to the door, knew exactly where to look towards the site. And then, like a blind duck sitting on top of the site, he was not very well played. Now CTs get to try to hold back the long A offensive. Multiple players coming out in this direction.
Fear full blind with the opening. He does get tripped. Asher. He actually goes down with 2 kills to his name before it's a 3v3. That's a lot of work done by him. That opens up a lot of map space, but it also evens it up Makes it a lot more doable for Defusekids, especially with Doc playing solo on the A site with the op. There's so little utility now for Smoke Criminals. Only one Molotov and one smoke left, as they've used one of their two to clear out cars. And now Doc's going to peek from behind Big Box. He takes down one, spots out a second. I think he knows that the last one's off. His Molotov goes through, but Connor's going to charge on up the ramp. They've been spotted by Vin. They know it's going to be an A site hit. But Connor drops one for Vin as well. He'll take him down. It's going to be a 1v2 now for Relax. He has a kit. He has a flash.
Bomb has been planted.
But he's coming in from long. And the AKs will be primed in his position as soon as this flash pops. Connor will just tuck his way in behind the car. No need to peek. He pops up. Smoke Criminals bringing even back to 7-all. And the buy for Defusekids up against last round will not be the best. The slightest. It's actually going to be kind of rough. Deagles, couple rifles, and limited utility across the board. A scout, an op, 2 Deags, and an M4.
What a purchase. Talk about a mixed bag, huh? Then though, gets attacked through the door. I love that. That's a fast peek. Now it's looking like Smoke Criminals want to waste no time for this B exec. As soon as that molly fades, they're looking to overwhelm, and it's only Relax with a Deagle to try to hold this one back. They're actually going to come through the Molotov, take a serious amount of damage as a result, and that's going to open up Vin to just pick them apart with the Scout and Block. And now that's why Paper got spammed through the door. Utility doing a serious amount of damage, and they're all here already, all 4 players.
I don't think rushing through the fire was the best call from Smoke Criminals, especially given the fact that Defusekids were up on a light version and only one primary rifle, an op, and a scout, and Deagles across the last 2. They gave their opposition half of their health, essentially, just because they wanted to push in a little faster. And that could end up being the demise of Smoke Criminals. Fracture has a skill as well. They're going to go through fire and flame themselves. It's only going to be kills for Smoke Criminals as Fearoff peeks out and takes the last 2 from behind the back of B site. And it will be the Smoke Criminals in the end. They get lucky on that round, I think. So it definitely could have gone the way of Defusekids.
A little luck, a little skill, I'd say. Connor had that pretty much held down. He had the upper B tunnels, full lockdown. He knew no one was coming on flank. He knew no one's coming from behind. As soon as they do, all 3 players can just focus in on 2 tiny choke points. Only makes it infinitely easier. Kind of like the Spartan strategy, right? If there's a lot of numbers, get them in choke points. So they did. Now it is going to be Smoke Criminals out long. They go quickly, looking to overwhelm. Excuse me, the Defusekids going out long. Smoke Criminals are on defense now. Double flashes and kit for James.
I have to say that was a good half from Defusekids. They gained 7 rounds on the defensive side with us too. Fearoff capping away at range. Actually, only gets 1. Kriegman pops in, and it's 1-for-1 trades favoring the side. As Owie comes in, gets dinked, and he'll have to hide behind Ninja Box. They'll go down actually without getting a kill. James will trade. The Basher comes in with 1 more. All down to James, and he will not be able to clutch this out for Smoke Criminals. Defusekids take both pistols now. 1 on defense, 1 on offense. And long A seems to be their domain, at least for now.
Yeah, so I was waiting to see if Smoke Criminals would buy up, and they actually do, in fact. Doc gotten the tag off onto Connor already. That has to be very frustrating. And Defusekids, they've already gotten long control towards long. They've already established their presence there. They are in full control. Bombs even out in that direction. Now they're mauling up car. They're starting to advance. And Smoke Criminals have pretty much abandoned the A side entirely. They're holding down cat. They're looking for some sort of battle in mid or some sort of flank potential, but none of that is coming.
Yeah, instead it's going to be the A-side pressure from the T side. Guido gets the first, popping out of mid. He's looking for the second, goes down. The trade is there. It's a 3v4. Smoke Criminals trying to hold this back. Actually, they've rotated around long. I don't think they're going to go for the save here.
Oh, yeah.
I think they are, judging by their position.
Yeah, they're out of there. Connor down to 17. Kriegman at 28. Nah, you don't have much of a chance. Take those weapons, save it, bring into this next round. Look for the SMG kills for some extra money. And look to kind of weaken Defusekids' economy further in this next round. But for now, it is Defusekids taking the lead, Boggs. 9-8 now.
Yeah, definitely a good start from Defusekids. They've been really impressing me throughout this entire game so far. The way they've been making some of their reads, the way they've been playing off of each other with the team play, especially on the retakes or holding sites even. definitely a team to keep an eye out on because these guys showing a lot of poise, a lot of experience that I think might be beyond some of their time in the scene, but definitely these players showing a lot of poise and a lot of mental presence, playing like they want to make those playoffs. It's a wide open group, as you said, so every win counts, and taking a win away from Smoke Criminals as well. In hockey, there's a theoretical 4-point game where if you're playing a division opponent, not only do you win 2 points, but you take 2 points away from them. So this is kind of one of those games where not only do you win, you also take points away from the leader.
That would be a really cool system in Counter-Strike, actually. I would like to see that system or point system, but for now it is going to be scout tags and exchanges of damage from long A. Pretty even. Connor down to 43. I think that's going to leave him kind of confident. He can at least tank 2 more shots to the chest. Only 1 from the scout. Really just mind games here between Connor and Doc. They're both looking for tags. Doc looking not to get his head decapitated or get himself tagged as well. Oh, he's indeed. Go for it. Now, with it, while this 1v1 head-to-head's happening, they are making serious space. They've already cleared upper B. They already cleared down mid. Now they're pushing up. Guido's holding it down. Up. He's good for 1. Treatment looking for the trade. The trade he finds. Doc, unfortunately, eliminates Connor and Owie. And now it's James trying to hold it back with the USB and his teammate Kriegman on the flank.
He's done quite a bit of damage with that USP. Now it's going to be a bomb plant. More damage exchange, but James so close and yet so far from actually pocketing a kill. Now Kriegman's going to run for the hills as the rest of his teammates have fallen, and his paltry 15 HP not going to do much for him. So much damage done by Smoke Criminals, just unable to actually capitalize on it and pick up some kills. They looked really well in that round, especially their clearing of the upper tunnels, then pushing in through B. That's a good read, a great read even, but Guido able to hold things down from low HP. Pretty much saving, I would say, Defusekids, at least from taking a lot more damage. And only losing 2 guys in 2 rounds will actually help their economy a lot moving forward. We have 4 players at 6K already right now.
It's kind of the scariest proposition, isn't it? You're on the T-sided map. You're on T-side and you have a crazy amount of money and backing for this first official gun round. Now Smoke Criminals with a very important round, right? They lose this one, the economy gets way too out of control here for Defusekids and becomes a lot more erratic and chaotic even. Let's see. It's full utility available for everyone. Kriegman will hold on to that 9. It's going to be a pretty standard setup here for Smoke Criminals, sending 3 out long early to establish it. The only problem with these 3 out long early, it opens up this fast mid to B, which is already underway. Smoke flashes are coming out. The Molotovs will give them some space. James BT looking to hold it down from the high ground, but he has no one here. Or he's going to find the first, not quite the second. Now Connor finds 2 on the solo B defenses and a 3rd. And now it's going to be Doc coming through the smoke like a shotgun with the op, but he finds only 1. Go up against 3 players. There's a lot of time left, but it won't even matter. The flank's already here. Kriegman from behind the line. Thank you for the upgrade. Thank you for the skin on the op. And it will be Smoke Criminals with a very important round. And 3 players alive, Boggs. That's a good answer back.
And they come out of that round with a double op setup as well. Off the back of a timeout, I'd like to add, Smoke Criminals called a timeout, at least for a few seconds going into that last round. I think might have been just a technical pause, what they called, because it got overturned rather quickly, but they took some time to talk things over, and it shows right now Defusekids making a timeout of their own. This is a good call too, because right now they have the opportunity to really reset Smoke Criminals and force them onto a double eco and establish their lead once again, get up to 12 rounds potentially. So both teams using their timeouts well, and Smoke Criminals, they come out of that with a double op setup. Connor at 17 kills as well. He's leading the pack on his team. Definitely far and above the rest of his mates, but that triple kill from Chainlink was what really secured the round for Smoke Criminals. And if he only gets 1 there or even none, it's a completely different round. Kriegman aggressive though with the doors. He opens things up, Relax goes down, and Smoke Criminals getting aggressive on the CT side, opening things up and getting the first pick.
He's at an off angle too, so if Asher continues to press this and look for that angle, could get caught off as well by Kriegman. I think Kriegman spotted his shoulder. That's going to give away his element of surprise and the off-angle potential, but these kids, they don't really know what to do right now. The bomb's starting to The Green drew back towards mid. They have a player outside of B ton, so I assume this is likely ending into a beast play. Unless they find some strides here out of short A, but I think it's going to be the tag comes off. Aoi's tag to fight this any longer, but there's still 2 players B. I mean, this is going to be a tough attack here for Defusekids, but if they make it on the site, if they trade out properly, they still have a chance, Bob.
Indeed they do, especially if they can hold things down. They actually have 3 Molotovs, so they can really hold things out on a push plan. Using one of the flash is not going to blind James. He's good for 2. So a lot of health. He's going to spray down more, but actually he will go down. Connor from back box will strike. And it's all down to Doc, and he goes down through the wall as Connor peeks with his flashbang. Smoke Criminals have drawn level at 10 apiece. They're looking strong here. Defusekids without much in the bank as well. I think they might be going for the save here because they can buy next round with their loss bonus at 20, I'm going to say 24, if I remember correctly. Connor picks up as well, peering into suicide. Relax. Has shown why that call-out has earned its name.
Yeah, but the tree suicide is just run through the molly on B site. Yeah, you have the site. You're looking for the bomb plant, but you've taken a serious amount of damage. It's just gonna mop you up. Bomb doesn't even cross the bomb site, so not even a bomb plant available. And you got nades and shrapnel landing above your head. Not a good morning, I'd say. And it is Smoke Criminals with beautiful defense right now. Look at the swing of this game right now. The momentum has completely shifted here.
Yeah, the pendulum has swung over to Smoke Criminals. It looked like Defusekids early on, but that was much to be said about the last half as well, where Defusekids got off to an early start and Smoke Criminals clawed it back. However, right now on defense, Smoke Criminals showing more and more dominance, something that they were never really able to establish on their offense. Look at this aggression of Cat as well. Aoi's pushing all the way up into top mid. It's going to be good for 1 against Vin. And that's a great opening kill. All this map control as well. Relax might be out long A. It could be a false positive because look at B site. It's wide open. Relax is dropping off on A as well. And Connor might have to do the impossible to lock things down. The bomb should be able to go down as well. Relax does go down. So 4v3 will take on the B side. It's not going to be easy. He has tons of control, at least for now. Ito does not hear the drop, and Aoi pounces. 4v2 now for Smoke Criminals. I think they should be able to pick up this round. They have kits on 3 as well. Utility raining in, and 3 choke points to watch with only 2 players alive. And only one of those guys has full HP.
Doc's limited. The flag Doc on himself a second, and he's swiveling around, getting it every single time. And Doc, he's not just an opper, he's a star player, and it is going to be Defusekids. 4 kills for Doc on that B defenses, and that's why the B side is so hard to retake. Doc playing that like a master.
That was surgical from Doc. That was one of the most beautiful plays I've seen in a long. That was spectacular. 5 rounds in the last duel as well. They with full confidence. That can swing the momentum back to Defusekids as well. Imagine losing a round like that. Fearoth gets 1, but it's going to be Relax and Vin to bring it to their advantage. On long, and Doc goes down, but Fearoth goes down as well. Kriegman will trade it back, but still the advantage shifts with Defusekids. They pick up a second off as well. But look how this game has shifted once again. Smoke Criminals and everything riding for them. And then a spectacular clutch comes in from Doc. Trades right back, and Defusekids finds the lead here. Kriegman with 1, he needs 2 more, and Doc is so low, but he's coming in from long, and he has an off hand, spots the head, walks in, takes the time to pick his angle, pick his shot, and takes head clean off.
You smell that, Boggs? Smells like sweat right now, Boggs. This is the kind of CS I love. These guys are sweating for every single round. Nothing is free here, Boggs.
Only the best kind of CS right here, where people are doing whatever they can. Their shirts are soaked. They're gonna have to change their shirts after this. Ripping down and getting a mess of the desk. Taking a lot of damage. It's gonna be a B-side execute. The flashbang is perfect, and Connor goes down. B-side defense has been eliminated. And the mid control there for Defusekids as well. This might just be a save off the bat for Smoke Criminals. I think it has to, given a 5-man hold of the B site, and the fact that Smoke Criminals have only $250 amongst the last 4 players.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're so far removed from this equation. There's not even a single formula you can come up with where Smoke Criminals win this round. Full mid control, full B control, and upper B tons control for Defusekids. That's a trifecta of success. There's no chance here for Smoke Criminals. And they know it. They are, in fact, going to go for the save. Looking for a weapon upgrade. Thank you for the Amazon Prime delivery.
Ooh, it actually goes down. That's a big loss. I would right now the money favors Defusekids heavily, but not heavily, but it still favors them.
No, this was actually the best possible outcome for Smoke Criminals. They traded 1 life for 4 for Defusekids. That is huge. They just lost a serious amount of cash in that round right there. That could have been the swinging round for Defusekids had they kept it clean, but Smoke Criminals. All right, you take the round. We'll take your money. Pretty good trade.
Yeah, they steal it away. Guido's actually called a timeout for Defusekids off of the back of that, and I think that goes to show the importance of that loss of economy that you just mentioned, because they're going to take the time to actually talk things over here. Maybe settle things down and be okay. We don't have a massive lead. We need to slow things down and play this smart, because a couple rounds go the other way and we're down, and there's no real margin for error at this point. At 13-13, 2 rounds secure overtime, 3 rounds get you a win. So right now, you just have to play it smart and do what you can to get the W. Because in the end, all that matters is taking home the win. Doesn't matter how you do it as long as you win. Molotov going to be a charge into B. Guido goes down and actually kills goes the way of Smoke Criminals. There's 3 kills as James comes in. Connor gets 1. And Molotov now to try and isolate that side. James goes through the smoke and he pays for it dearly. Already ready to retake. Bomb should be going down. Whoa! The drop comes in. Doc will take him, shooting him like it's Duck Hunt. The boost over the smoking doors, though. I love this call. Fearoth might have spotted off the top, but he gets spotted in return. The leg shot comes through. Molotov in, but the bomb yet to go down. More utility being used on the T side. We still have not seen a retake. The bomb plant finally down. Molotov from Fearoth goes perfectly. Doc having to watch a couple of angles. They know one's in window or around the door. Relax pushes in. He gets pushed in. And now he goes 1 for 1. Doc will make sure the round goes the way of Defusekids.
Does Doc ever miss? I swear he is a cyborg Terminator killing machine right now. And this man is holding headshot angles with op. That's the kind of confidence this man is rocking right now. And I'm here for it. 14-11. And I think that's like one advantage too. Kind of a side note. That's kind of one advantage of a B explode, right? You explode upper B, and then suddenly you find yourself with almost an unlimited amount of utility to hold on such tiny choke points. Now, as soon as Fasher looked away, Aoi came through, but not. Unfortunate for Aoi. He walks into the trap anyway. Had he actually stuck that probably would have been a kill or two. He had a false positive, but Kriegman, Jesus Christ, relax. Oh! Okay, hold that thought for a second. Smoke Criminals might actually have a chance after all. That's an SG upgrade. That's an picked up for Fearoth. Now they're equipped. Now they have something when they didn't have anything a few seconds ago.
Those are some diabolical deagle shots coming out from Kriegman. As I don't actually think I've seen him use a Krieg, but he's definitely putting that deagle to full effect, and he's gotten the SG for his handiwork as well. A man advantage for his team. That's a lot of hope now for Smoke Criminals as their backs were up against a wall off the back of a half buy, just trying to keep some money in, do whatever damage they could, and maybe escape with a gun or two. But Doc still lives, Roy, and we've seen what this man is capable of. He's capable of picking people's heads off from midair or headshot angles with the op. Might have to do some of that. He getting tagged down, gets Molotov forward. Connor here, though. Eagle spam comes in, gets 1. Not get a second. Now the B side is open, and it's a 2v2. Molotov to window. Bomb to go down. But Smoke Criminals are going to come into the tunnel. They made noise as well, but I think they're just going to take this battle. Hopefully that they can take down Doc, but instead it's going to be Kriegman who falls. Doc swings for a second, splits the legs, shoots at 5-hole, but doesn't connect the damage. The angle, sprays it down. It looked so good. Kriegman was spicy with the deal. Not so much with the SG. Defusekids will capitalize and pick up a 15th round. One last-ditch buy coming in from Smoke Criminals. Double op setup, a kit, some utility, and M4s.
Yeah, they actually saved for this, right? They saved for the overtime, so they're playing into their own hand right now. This is perfect for Smoke Criminals. Yeah, they're 4 rounds down, but really, if you think about it, the economy for Defusekids is almost broken. So out of those 4 rounds, maybe 2 of those are full gun rounds for Defusekids. There's a solid chance here for Smoke Criminals. Of course, this is their final shot, right? They have no more room for error. This just has to be on point. Long A control, solid flash work from Defusekids. A lot of space, but it will be Relax finding the opening kill, and that double smokes does not allow Smoke Criminals to trade. And now Defusekids are in a good spot.
They're in a great spot, actually. It's right now. Creedman's going to push in. James has already taken one down. It's an even at 44. And now the nade throw will actually show Creedman. No! And he gets the second as well on the Xbox. Creedman's going huge when his back is up against the wall. And Smoke Criminals are 2 kills away from basically resetting Defusekids. And if they can prevent a bomb plant as well, that's even better for them. Doc's going to come in, though, and try and bring this back. James goes down. Deals half damage, but Doc is still alive and kicking. That is what matters for Defusekids. Bomb yet to be recovered, however. And Kriegman alive for Smoke Criminals. Relax coming in. He's going to try and salvage the bomb. And Kriegman's actually made his way in through mid doors. He's going to hear the drop, however. It's going to cue him into the location of at least one player. The Smoke should make sure that they know it's going to be mid-play. Fearoth's on the flank as well from long A. They're going to discover it's either tunnels or it's going to be catwalk to A. Now, noise being made, they know it's catwalk to A. The rotation's coming in. Kriegman on the flank. Doc has turned around. He's not able to connect the shot, however. An opportunity for Kriegman. He has a third, and he's looking for the 4K. The bomb going down. Relax at the very least. Will get the plant. Kriegman has secured the round. A beautiful piece of work from him. 3 ops now for the CT side. Smoke Criminals are not done just yet.
You're gonna keep these 3 ops.
I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, no.
Okay, yeah, he's going for the AK upgrade. 4 kills for Kriegman, though. Now, one thing I definitely loved about that round from Smoke Criminals is even though they were, backs against the wall, 1 round left to lose, they kept up the aggression. They kept up the winning formula that's been working for them. It's that team, pretty much team cohesion towards mid. They had James spamming through the doors, taking attention away, finding the equalizing kill. That opened up the player on the high ground, which I believe was right now. Control. Serious amount of pressure coming in from the utility right here. And of course, they smell blood. They smell the pistols, and they're just gonna go straight for the kills. Vin. He's unfortunately funneled into a corner. Down Cat. That's good night, Guido. And as soon as that smoke fades on long gate, Finn will be a sitting duck bar.
Kriegman again doing so much work for Smoke Criminals in these last few rounds. He's actually taken over the top spot of Connor as well. Top spot in the server, actually. As he's at 26. What is his ADR as well? 95 ADR, 200 utility damage, and 29 flashes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, screw the utility damage. This man has thrown 29. That's actually insane. Now it's gonna be Connor looking for the opening frag from AWP. The crossfire is very real. He's just walking. What is an impossible defensive setup with the kind of attack that they're going for? But wait, relax, Guido. They might have thrown this round in a loop. What is going on right now? Fearoth and Aoi, they know they have the 2v1 on site for a while longer, and then they're gonna look for it. The bomb gets tapped. That's kind of a mistake, actually, from Defusekids. Relax should have waited for his teammate. Now they can just defuse the bomb, and that's gonna be the 14th on the board for Smoke Criminals. What a round!
They're not a max loss. Their money's not gonna be great. Look, Doc, Vin, and Fasher can't buy AKs. This is exactly the ideal situation for Smoke Criminals. They've battled back. This was 15-11. 4 match points for Defusekids. They still have this one, but their buy is rough. Double Galil and the UMP on T-side does too, and a long A push as well. Now he actually gets tagged up. This could go against him. Spot 1. He takes a second. All he dropped was a UMP. That does not seem favorable at all.
This is such a tough spot now. Fearoth is stuck towards car. Kriegman once again just seems to be clawing Smoke Criminals out of these situations over and over and over. Flashbang's effective. Fearoth in a tough spot, but Doc cannot find the angle. Fearoth goes for the second kill, but it will be Relax and Guido. This man is so sick on the lurk. Always knows when to strike. Now it's down to 2s. Kriegman down to 13 HP, and it's a game of cat and mouse and look for the enemy player, Boggs. It's a tough one to unravel for sure.
Oh, indeed. Connor, though, might be gifted something out mid as Guido's making his timing. It's impeccable timing. But now the smoke out mid could be a false positive. Indeed, it will be, as it's going to be an A play coming in from Defusekids. And there's only 13 HP Kriegman on the site. I say only Kriegman. We're like, that's the problem for Defusekids. Kriegman's here. Molotov will not force him to the elevator as well, but Guido will. He'll take him out of the round. And that leaves Connor in a 1v2. Guido's pushing back onto Catwalk. He has an idea, but he goes down instead. The bomb yet to be planted. Connor switched over to make it. He goes with the fire. He goes with the flame. He's taking damage, and it's going to be relax in the end.
Wow.
Ice cold precision as Defusekids pull it off in the end. It looked like Smoke Criminals had a good shot at bringing it to overtime, but it will be the Defusekids pulling off the win against group leader Smoke Criminals.
Yeah, and I think that actually might have just put them in the lead in the groups. So that was a huge win for Defusekids, taking down the leader in the group. But that is the end of this one. But I have to say, that was quite an action-packed game. I'm glad we caught that one on broadcast. Whew, I could take a deep breath now. We can all take a deep breath now. So close, though, for Smoke Criminals. I really felt the comeback. I really felt the potential tie right there in overtime. But unfortunately, they ended just a little too short. Now, we are going to be going on break for 1 hour. We will be back in an hour for the remaining 2 matches. Let's pop the schedule up here for them real quick, Mel. Let's show them what's popping in the next little bit. And it is bada boom, bada